Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Chaotic Tavern. My name is Dan, and tonight we are gathered to play my favorite tabletop role-playing game, Call of Cthulhu. We're playing Lightless Beacon, a module by Chaosium, written by Lockheart and Lynn Hardy, and I am joined tonight by three of my lovely friends, Taylor, Neko, and Frost. How you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Who are you and how do I go home?
Don't worry
I was
about it.
just insulted as soon as we went live.
Don't worry about it.
What?
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 Who insulted you?
Fred, she texted me just saying I'm a slur.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Understandable.
Let's go.
Wait!
Anyways, so tonight we are playing Call of Cthulhu. I love this role-playing game. Hey, Artman. But yeah, I love this role-playing game. I've been a big fan of it for a very long time. It is my favorite role-playing game. I have always enjoyed it. I've written countless one-shots and a few campaigns for it. I've run a few campaigns from beginning to end for it, which is not something I can say for most role-playing game systems. But I am very happy to be here with you guys tonight.
I still want to know when I can go home.
Please,
can't.
I want to see
You
my
can't. I
family.
took your kneecaps. You can't go anywhere.
Oh
Where
shit!
did you put them?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere. They're in a jar. The jar.
Oh,
on the dark.
no.
Oh, well I don't want
Oh.
them back now. You can keep them.
Anyways.
I kind of want them more. Sorry.
So, ooh. Anyways, so we are going to go down the line here, starting with Neko, then Taylor, then Frost, and we are going to have you guys give us a quick rundown on your characters. The setting of this is the 1920s. We are doing the original, excuse me, I had to burp, the original setting that Lovecraft is famous for. So, starting with you, Neko, why don't you go ahead and give us a rundown of the man, the myth, the legend, John Jennings.
All right. So my good boy John Jennings, he's a 5'9" balding white man. He's 63. He kind of has like the look of Santa Claus in his face, but he's got definitely a longer white beard. He was a doctor for a long time, but when his hands started getting a little more finicky, he became a professor. Yeah, he always has his doctor's like bag on him. Yeah, old white man. He's awesome. He was also born in Austin, Texas. So if you hear a bit of an accent, that's definitely where it's from. And I
Yay.
think that's more or less all you need to know.
Nice. Can you tell everyone what your kind of character's specializations are as far as skills go, and what you brought with you on your merry adventure?
Oh yeah, so yeah, my possessions. I've got the my medical bag that I never leave without, which has a bunch of medical supplies, of course. And I specialize primarily in being smart and using medical equipment to keep everyone spick and span.
All right.
Yeah, he's not very good at fighting though. So
No. That's going to be a
No.
theme here tonight. Don't you worry.
oh man.
All right. That
I'm
takes us
so
down
sure.
to Taylor. Why don't you give us a quick rundown on Owen Derringer, whose name I
Oh.
think is adorable.
Thank you. It's two fun references, but we'll save me being a nerd later. Owen Derringer, born in Newark, New Jersey, and finally residing in Buffalo, New York. He is a con man. He is the best way to describe him is that if he needed $5 and for some reason that a small child had it, he would have no problem taking it from them because it's everyone for themselves. He would rather just slink and sneak away than be anywhere near a fight, and he would rather just take the money out of your pocket without you looking and run off and spend it on booze.
Based, not going to lie. Anyways.
Yeah.
What do you mean base?
Based. Based.
Fuck them kids. Base.
Yes.
I think the actual traits are coward, opportunistic, liar, selfish, and nihilistic.
Ava in the chat understands that child has no concept of money anyway. Also, stealing
Exactly.
$5 in the 1920s, bruh, that's like someone's fucking weekly
Alright,
like
Okay.
budget. Holy shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that kid had a lot.
All right, back it up. If he was thirsty, he would steal Coca-Cola from a baby, which 1920s Coke probably had cocaine in it. I think. I don't
Probably
know. I
did,
don't know.
to be honest.
Wow, you would steal that baby's cigarettes too while you were at it, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
Had a
Those 9 out of 10
child
doctor-approved
walking home.
cigarettes.
The child is walking home from fucking the sweat camps and like labor at the factory, and you just steal their coke.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Monster. All right.
And so,
Yeah, why don't you tell us what he specializes in when it comes to his skills and attributes?
all right, pretty much keeping in line with the whole con man. Good at disguises, so if he needs to, he can blend in. Very good at dodging, especially responsibility. Good at sleight of hand, stealth, breaking and entering. Pretty much every stat that said, "Oh, I can do illegal things with this," pretty much got points put into it. Except fighting. When it comes to shooting, fighting, or anything remotely violent, no, not gonna happen.
Not his forte.
Not at all.
Fair enough. And what did he bring with him on his journey?
The headcanon is that canonically he had these unknowingly donated to him, which is a crowbar, lockpicking tools, binoculars, a small switchblade, a waterproof match case, and a box of cigars.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. And then that takes us to our only real detective in this situation, Cynthia
I know.
Lockhart.
I'm like listening to this. I'm like, am I the only good one?
Yes.
Isn't John Jennings a doctor?
Ah.
Not a good one. He lost his kneecaps.
Oh yeah, true.
He's also an old man that can't really doctor anymore.
Only 65.
65. This is the 1920s. You are ancient.
Yeah, bros
Your
on death's
body is more
door.
lead and asbestos than anything else.
He probably goes out. He's like, I smoke a cigarette a day. It's so healthy. Anyway,
A cigarette a day? Bruh, that man eats cigarette sandwiches and smokes steak.
Mm, it's the old way of making garlic bread.
No.
all right, but yeah, no, my character is Cynthia Lockhart. She is on the taller side, more than like an average woman, I would say, but also a bit hefty in weight. She has black hair and curls, and
Would you describe her as thick or brick?
I guess thick. um, For her, her specialty is, well, she's an investigator. She believes in all things good, loyalty to friends, family, and anyone who needs protection. Unlike another party member.
Hey, two.
Yeah, John.
Oh,
God, disgusting. I have a
Illuminati
gun.
this time.
That's it, really. I have a gun. I have binoculars. I have a magnifying glass. Anything an investigator would have. A camera in this day and age.
My God, the luxury. All
I
right.
got it all, except I'm a woman in this day and age.
Don't worry about it. I mean, you should worry about it, but try not to. We don't want you to get all hysterical, you know?
Are you sure, ma'am, you could be a cop?
So, the 1920s. Good old-fashioned sexism. Unlike the new sexism, which is lame and cringe.
Exactly, not based.
Anyways, so our story takes place just off of Rockport's coast in Mass. It is indeed a lovely night, only a little rainy, a little heavily stormy. And you are on board of a vessel that is a cargo ship and a passenger ship, all in one, the luxury. So, it is specifically the SS Essex County. So, we're going to go ahead and let me set the scene. April 12th, 1926, 8:15 p.m. The Island Beacon lighthouse off the shore of Folly Point, Massachusetts ceased to cast its light over the region's dangerous rocky waters about 15 minutes ago. As a result, the SS Essex County, a mixed passenger and cargo vessel on which you are all traveling to Rockport, has foundered on the rocks and incurred considerable damage to its hull. The ship is sinking, and the crew hurries you toward one of the many small rowboats acting as the ship's lifeboats. As they load you in, they tell you your best bet? Aim for Beacon Island. They doubt you'll make it to the mainland as a storm is brewing. You should have just enough time to reach the island before the storm hits. Then, without another word, they shove you off into the dark, churning waters. All you have to guide you is the small light shining at the base of the lighthouse's towering silhouette.
So they were like escorting us to the boats, right?
Yeah, they were basically pushing and shoving you to these rowboats and telling you get off the boat.
So as they were doing that, I may have rifled through some pockets to get some last minute useful things off of them.
Oh, yeah. Is that right?
It sure is, my friend.
All right, so it sounds to me like Mr. Sticky Fingers there. I believe sleight of hand is a skill. Could you tell me what it is you're trying to snatch out of people's pockets?
Like a compass, any like more matches, survival stuff, anything they would have on them, like survival tools or any of that kind of sort.
All right, well, if you're trying to rummage around in the pockets of crewmates, go ahead and make me a sleight of hand roll. No, you rummage around in their pockets and you don't find anything. Now, in Call of Cthulhu, there is a nice ability where you can try and rummage around in people's pockets a little more if you failed. You can push the roll. This can be done with any failed skill check, but if you push the roll, you re-roll. If you fail, something bad happens.
With how bad things are going, I think my luck is currently thoroughly pushed.
That is fair. That is fair. You want to roll it just to see what it would have been?
Yeah, and so it's set to hard?
No, just normal.
All right, let's see.
Oh, good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Good call. Look at you erring on the side of caution, paying off immediately.
Yep, my cowardice comes in handy.
All right. So, you are all pushed into the rowboats and more or less just kind of dropped very unceremoniously off the side of the ship into the waiting waters below. It is very choppy waters out here. The waves are terrible. It is dark. And as you begin to get ready to start paddling, you feel the drips of water beginning to come down from the sky on you.
Oh, no.
Dear Lord, my
Lovely.
back. Can't they be more gentle with an old man?
That was gentle.
My back is shattered right now.
I
Fair.
guess the best we can do is go to shore.
All right, so you begin paddling. You're heading over to Beacon Island, which is where the lighthouse is. You can see a little bit of a light coming from the base of the lighthouse, but the actual light, the one that was supposed to be guiding you, is off. It's just gone. The building structure, from what you can see, is still there, but for some reason, the beacons have not been lit. No one knows that Gondor is calling for aid.
Damn it, beat me to it.
So, you begin paddling and paddling. There is only one set of paddles. Who is paddling this vessel?
I'll start.
I was gonna say, like, is
Y'all
either
gonna
an
make
old
the
man-
old man do
the
it.
old man is gonna be paddling.
If the old man, I'll paddle. I
No,
feel
I
like my
got it.
character would be like, no, let me.
Owen's like,
Like-
you know what?
Never send a senior to do a woman's job.
Kids don't know what work even looks like anymore.
I just feel like I'm off. Like he's old. I have to help. I can't let him do it. It's like picking up their grocery bags and taking it to their car.
I take offense to you not thinking I am fit enough to do this job.
Are you fit
Owen
enough to do this
sing.
job?
No, but like, is she?
I got
What's your strength there,
my
Frost?
strength is 60.
Okay, you're definitely more fit for this than me.
All right, so you begin paddling, and much to your relief, Cynthia is making short work of the journey. She is just putting her back right into it, paddling, and as you go through the choppy waters, all of you suddenly slam forward as the boat grinds to a heavy, abrupt halt. Something has gotten lodged into your boat as you are about to hit the shore.
What did I say about being gentle?
As
why
you
we don't
look
let women
down,
drive.
you can see that there is something metallic sticking out of the beach and all the way out through the water into your rowboat.
Huh.
I'd like to examine this metal thing.
All right.
All right.
Owen, I'm gonna pull out a match that's waterproof and strike it to try to give ourselves some more light.
I believe one of you has a pen light. I believe Frost does.
I was about
yes.
to say. I'll definitely shine a pen light on it. I'm very curious of what it is.
All right, make me, everybody, please, a spot hidden roll.
Oh no. Oh no.
I did it.
Hey.
I have a particular
What I
set of
was made
skills.
for.
All right. And then I need an education roll from everybody.
Oh, man.
Aw.
I'm really bad at these.
I'm dumb as hell.
Aw. That's funny.
I'm so dumb. Wait, where's education? Oh god.
It's a stat, not a skill.
All right, I found it.
Really,
God
I'm
damn.
so surprised.
High school dropout.
All right.
let's
Oh yeah,
go.
don't forget to read say your rolls out loud for those who might be
3
listening.
versus 40.
Yeah, I rolled a 64 versus 99.
All right. So yeah, the number and whatever your degree of success was.
Well, it was a 97. I got a 52.
Oh no, you didn't get a 52. You got a 97.
Oh wait. Then how's the? Oh,
Lower
it's the
rolls
other
are
way
better.
around.
Yeah, you need to roll
Mhm.
under the number.
Oh, I thought it was over the number.
Nope.
Oh, I've been doing it wrong this entire time.
Proud of you. But yeah, okay. So, between the three of you, you do figure something out. You are very aware as you look at this metal, it's a part of a ship, a part of a vessel of some sort. But that's interesting because you don't recall hearing anything about a boat crashing here anytime recently. This is something you, Owen, would actually be very familiar with because crashed vessels are often a very lucrative, profitable thing if you can get to it before the Coast Guard does.
Exactly.
Yeah, but this looks like it's been here a while, I assume.
But as you look at it, there are no identifying marks on this metal. And based on the fact that it's not very worn down, there's not a lot of barnacles or anything on it, it hasn't been here very long.
No.
But now you're kind of stuck. You're not at the dock or the shore. You are like probably about a good 30 or 40 feet away from where you want to be.
And I'm guessing we can't, because it's stuck in the boat, right?
Yeah, it is lodged. You might be able to get the boat out, but there are sharp, jagged rocks sticking out of the water nearby. Small enough that you're pretty sure if you were swimming, you could go around them, but big enough that your boat might not be so lucky. The only problem is the water is very, very choppy right now. It's not safe to swim. You could swim, but it would more or less be you don't want to do it if you don't have to.
All right, my crew of misfits, what are we doing?
Well, we could try and dislodge this and get as far as we can, I guess.
Yeah.
'Cause, I don't know about you guys. I'm not a very good swimmer.
Oh, but I don't know about you. I just don't want to get wet. I mean, the rain contradicts, but like, I don't want to get ocean wet.
Mm.
That salty wet.
Get
Yeah.
that salt water all up in ya.
Oh god.
Yummy.
My pH balance.
So what are we doing?
I guess we're shoving off and trying to
Try to
use the
unlodge the boat and go as
Yeah.
far as we can.
All right, I need a pilot roll from whoever is the one doing the paddling.
Oh god.
Pilot? Oh god, what have we done?
Oh no.
Where
Pilot?
is this a skill?
It's a skill.
I don't see that skill.
Oh yeah, hang on. I think you have a default of 1. I think that's what it defaults to.
Probably.
Oh dear.
Probably.
All right, so just roll me a D100 and we'll see what happens.
Alrighty.
Well, I hope this ends well. It ended kind of well.
I rolled a spicy 53.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, you try and you push, but it's not budging. Much to your dismay, you're gonna have to swim for it.
So I have a crowbar.
I gotta do with swimming.
Well, could I use is there a way to like leverage the crowbar to try and, would that help, or is that still SOL out of luck?
You know what? I'll allow you to roll it, and instead of making a pilot check, I will let you make a strength check.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Neko does.
All right, we watch it.
All right, let's see what this spicy 35 can do. 4.
A lot,
God, you did it.
actually. Yeah, Owen, you just get up, you twirl that crowbar out, and you slam it into the metal that is stuck in your rowboat, and you just launch yourself free from this thing, and then the current just carries you away from it to the shore.
Awesome.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That was kind of crazy. Are you okay, lad? Can I see your hand?
I'm fine. And as you look at like the hand holding the crowbar, it's like discolored, shaking.
Just white knuckling
sure?
that crowbar for all you're worth. Just
Yes.
full on like, I don't want to go in the water.
I don't want to swim.
Cowardice gave him extra strength.
Knees are about to buckle.
Well, now that we're on land, we should at least look for shelter, safety from the rain.
I would have to agree with you.
All right, so you arrive on the island. So, here we go. You arrive onto the shore of this island. On the island, you can see that you're at a dock. But you're at the wrong one because I'm bad at everything I do. I think. One moment. Hang on. I'm not bright. Sorry about that, folks. We're only professionals here.
Wait, we are?
No. You're at the right
Okay,
spot.
sorry.
Okay. Sorry, I
Oh.
was misreading my own notes. So, you're standing on a pier, and from this pier, you can see the lighthouse. You can also see the shrubbery and kind of tree lines that surround the lighthouse. And the lighthouse, obviously, is the big structure in front of you. There's a dirt path up from the pier to the lighthouse. It's kind of not well lit. That's not excuse me, that's not especially helpful right now because the rain is coming down finally.
So our
And-
vision would be screwed anyways.
Yeah, as you go out of the boat and onto the dock, you can hear the faintest sound of machinery cranking and churning nearby. The pathway on either side, the pathway is lined on either side with tall grass that has not been trimmed in a moment.
Who says we go to the lighthouse?
I think that might be our best bet.
I want to sneak my way up there. I don't.
All right,
I don't wanna be
make
spotted, but
me
I'll have
a stealth roll or sneak. Whichever one it is. I always get them confused because every game system is different for some reason.
It's a big spook. And it is a, wow, 82 versus 80.
Proud of you. All right. Would you like to spend 2 of your luck points to make that into a success, or would you like to try and push the roll? You do have a high likelihood of succeeding.
We're gonna push the roll. We're gonna.
All right. So, what would you do to kind of help improve your sneaking? Like, what is it that as your character began to tiptoe and he realized, I'm not doing a great job of this. What might he do to help himself?
Try to do so. Almost said rip off a sleeve of his jacket and go full Metal Gear Solid, but that's a little silly. I'm gonna try. This is dumb, but it's like the dirt road's still solid and making noise, right?
The dirt path looks relatively solid. You could have one of your friends maybe inspect it a little closer, but you're pretty sure it's okay.
All right. I'm not feeling it, so I'm gonna try to like crouch down lower. Like almost bear crawling.
Gotcha. All right. Roll again. Let's see what happens.
All right. 92 versus 80.
Yeah, all right. So you manage to get real low and start tiptoeing your way over towards the house. The rest of you are watching as Owen is crawling almost as low as he's gotten. And he gets almost to the lighthouse, and his foot gives out from underneath him. And you land face down in the mud with a wet splat.
The whole time, John is like scratching his eyebrow, very concerned for the boy.
Yeah, I just have one eyebrow lift up, and I'm just gonna start walking past the person on the floor.
Yeah, you don't take any damage. You're not hurt, but you have ruined your suit.
Just into the mud, just swears and cuss words, and in his stupidity, accidentally tastes a little bit of mud.
It's got that 1920s dirt flavor. Even the mud has
Exactly.
asbestos in it.
It tastes like cancer.
Yay!
Come up behind him and help him get back out from the mud. I don't think anyone's gonna see you out here besides us, man.
You don't know that, and just like angrily stomps off.
Why would you even want to like try and hide? Like, we're on a stranded island in the middle of nowhere. Best thing to do is get dry and get help.
Shut up.
All right.
So as you make your way over towards the lighthouse, you find that the front door, the cottage part of the lighthouse, the front door is slightly ajar, and you can see a steady glow coming from inside. On either side of the door is a window, and there are thin curtains covering both of these windows. A welcoming light does tend to shine a bit through the window on the left. The pathway does continue around the back of the lighthouse. Can I have a spot hidden roll from everybody?
Oh, shit, okay.
I'm really good at this.
All right, let's see what happens. 56 versus 25, a failure.
94 versus 90, a failure.
Solid 94 versus 45, failure.
All right. Cynthia, would you like to spend 4 of your luck stat to make that a success, or would you like to try and push the roll?
Oh, I'll spend my luck. I have enough luck. I'll spend luck.
All right, so you're going to spend 4 luck to make that a success. What happens is, as you're looking around, you're approaching the door to go into the cottage out of the rain. You got to click the edit button.
That's my bad. That's what me. I
Anyways.
was just looking at it.
Anyways, so yeah, as you are walking up to the door, Cynthia, you stop as your hand touches the door frame, and you look down, and you see footprints in front of the door. And there are some boot prints and some track marks. So as you're looking at it, it's a little odd. You're not sure what kind of footprints these are. They're definitely something. Could you make me a natural world? God, I can't talk. Could you make me a natural world check to identify these? Or, if you're familiar with it, biology.
I'm familiar with that.
Like, if you have it as a skill.
Yeah, nah. So natural world.
Nope.
Oh, 87 versus 10.
Yep, those are footprints, all right.
I did my job. I'm a detective. I know feet when I see them.
All right. As you're looking at them, you notice that the ocean is getting rougher. The storm is starting to really come through, and the rain is starting to come. You could follow these footprints if you wished to, but the rain is starting to come down pretty heavily. And as the rain comes down, the footprints are going to start and vanish on you.
I'm gonna curse under my breath because I can't explain to everybody that there was footprints.
Well,
Hey
you can
guys,
explain
do you
that there are
guys?
footprints, you just can't explain what they are.
Yeah.
There's some sort of animal's footprints, and there are boot prints mixed in with them.
Oh God.
Hey,
guys.
guys, two things real quick. One, I saw footprints, like a mix of footprints.
Yeah,
So
they're still there. You can still point them out.
You mean those footprints?
yeah, those footprints right there. But my point being beside is, do you guys want to check around back or just walk in?
I'm always down for a little back entry shenanigans. Come on.
With
Alright.
various raindrops falling off of John's eyebrows. I'll stick with you guys, I guess.
Yep,
Oh,
I'm drawing a little path where the footprints go. They disappear around the back of the lighthouse.
Awesome. Let's go, gang.
John is holding his his medical bag above his head as like a makeshift umbrella.
Fair enough.
Looking
All right,
bad.
so I need a track roll
Crack roll. I got you.
From everybody.
From anybody or
from
me?
anybody who would like to.
Alrighty. Mine's not gonna be much better with a 68 versus a 10.
Easy 34 failure.
I can try if that's allowed.
Yeah, I said everybody. You are. Oh dear.
Well, damn, we failed you. I'm sorry.
All right, so as you follow these tracks, you get around the back, and as you are doing so, you are led to the back area of the lighthouse. And behind the lighthouse, there are a few different things of note back here. There's a thicket, which is a large gathering of like bushes and kind of trees and such. And there is a pathway to a door on the back of the lighthouse. There's also a weird outdoor shower you can see from where you are, and an outhouse.
Alright, so somebody lives on the island. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Well, yes, that's not unusual. Lighthouse keepers tend to spend days or weeks at a time on these islands before someone comes to relieve them to take their spot for a while. There's also a couple of sheds back there. The hum that you heard earlier, the weird churning mechanical noise, is louder here.
Owen's gonna go.
Oh, I was gonna say I'm gonna guess that's the engine or some shit. Something to keep lights on.
Owen's gonna go scope out the shed.
I think they call those a generator, by the way.
Yeah, there are
Yeah,
two
that-
sheds. One has a noise coming from it, like a mechanical and electric hum. The other one does not.
Alright. I'm gonna put my ear to the door, see if I can hear anything, see if anyone's walking around.
Which
Inside.
one, my dude?
The one not making noise.
There you go. So the one not
Okay.
making noise is larger than the other one, and as you put your ear up to it, you don't hear anything. As
Alright.
you're listening, and your friends are watching you, John, you swear you feel something watching you. You look over your shoulder, and there's nothing there. But you could have sworn out of just the corner of your eye, something was present and keeping an eye on you for a moment.
I think I must be seeing things. Do y'all feel that by chance?
Feel what?
Just don't feel like we're quite alone out here.
I feel rain.
There's
Calm down,
probably
old
someone
man.
working the tower.
All right. I'm gonna be more wary of behind us, kind of looking back every once in a while.
All right.
I mean, we did see footprints. Definitely someone living here.
I mean, they did
I'm gonna
lead
go back
back
towards
here
the
though.
door.
All right. So the shed that you're listening to, Owen, there's nothing moving around in there. You don't hear anything. It's dead quiet.
All right. I'm gonna try to open the. Well, I'm gonna try to open the door.
Yeah, it opens.
All right.
With loud creaking hinges, the door slowly swings open, and inside you are greeted to the sight of an unlit workshop. When you look around inside, you see it's relatively well kept. There's a bunch of various crafting materials for odd jobs or maintenance on the place, some spare mechanical parts like gears and belts, some tools, oil lanterns, and there's a workbench. There's also a hammer, some nails, and some iron sheets, the same ones that look like the roofs on the buildings out here. They have metal roofs. They must keep the spare sheets here. And there's a couple of screwdrivers, as
Alright.
well as a chisel.
So I'm gonna light a match just to kind of get myself like a better light source because it's unlit.
Yep. There is an oil lantern next to the door as you come in. It's not lit, but it is there.
I'm gonna attempt to light the oil lantern and carry it with me.
Yep, it's full. It lights right up.
All right. The next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look for the most expensive thing that I can easily pocket.
There's a bunch of just basic tools in here. Nothing that's like immediately valuable to you.
All right. With a bit of a disappointed scoff, I walk over and pick up the chisel.
All right.
Anyway, the back of the lighthouse. I'm interested in the door. I'm
Okay.
gonna-
So yeah, you go to the back door, and as you are looking at the back door, the door does not appear to be locked at a cursory glance. You think you can probably open it up. In fact, you don't even see a lock from this side.
Interesting. All right, I'm gonna try and slowly open the door and see if it does open.
All right. So you start trying the door, and sure enough, the doorknob does turn. And as you begin to push it open, you do find that you are staring at something. It appears to be a kitchen.
Hey. Hey guys, we found shelter and a place we could probably just stay a while.
Stay a while and listen.
All right. No, I've made my way back.
Fair
And,
enough.
I'd like
Get out
to
of the
check the
rain.
shed that's making noise.
Yeah, you open that shed up and you are greeted by the sight of two things. One, there's a generator in here and some fuel. That's all that's in here. And two, a leaking roof because there's a big ass hole in the ceiling.
This looks less than ideal.
Must-
Where's the hole leaking compared to where the generator is?
Right onto it.
Oh, that's not worrying at all.
Maybe that's why the fucking lights are out.
Well, I don't think there's much I can do about that right now. I'm gonna go let everyone know that there's water leaking on the generator in that funny little room.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Hey guys, the that shed that was making noise, there's a generator in there, and there's a bit of a problem potentially with, electrical equipment and water happening there. There's a hole in the roof.
Well, hopefully the storm stops soon. For now, we can just go inside, dry off.
All right.
All
Fair
right.
enough, I guess.
Owen just goes, okay. Just shrugs and walks in the kitchen.
Okay.
Let's check the other shed because I
Yep.
don't know what Owen found in there.
Yep, you find a bunch of tools, some metal sheets that they use for the roofs in this place, a workbench, some various mechanical parts and such.
Is there a ladder by chance?
There is not.
Okay.
For what it's worth, you can reach the ceiling of the generator shed. You just wouldn't be able to like put the. If you were trying to put a piece of sheet metal up, you'd have to do it from beneath, not above.
Okay. Hey, can I get one of y'all's help real quick?
What do you need?
There's some sheets over here. I'd like to potentially block off the hole in on top of the generator.
Owen looks around the kitchen. Is there like a dining area with a table mat or?
So as you look into the kitchen, you realize it is pitch black in here. It is real dark. Like you're not actually in the kitchen yet. You're in the doorway as you could hear your friend John call out to you.
Is there another oil lantern I can light in here?
Are you still holding the one you picked up, or did you leave it in the tool shed?
I would assume Owen just lit it and just looked around and then left it.
Gotcha. There is not one here that you see.
Owen is too much of a coward to be in a dark place by himself, so he goes over to John.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right,
I
as you
guess-
get out here, I'm just gonna pass the materials over to you.
What do you want me to do, old man?
Carry them. You got arms, use them.
Fine.
Fair.
While they do that, Dan, I'm gonna take out the pen light and shine it in the kitchen.
Yeah, so you shine it in the kitchen, and you are greeted to a sight that is most troubling. Most troubling indeed.
What do I see, Dan?
Only good things, I promise.
Awesome.
1 second.
Nothing that will drive me to insanity, I'm sure.
Nothing at all. Like I wouldn't even worry about it, you know? You have a pen light, you said?
Yep.
Cool.
So I'm kind of just scanning the area.
Alright, so I gotta adjust something real quick. And as you guys are fumbling around outside like a bunch of hooligans and goobers. Here we go. You walk into the kitchen area, and as you go in to this kitchen, you are greeted by the sight of a mess on the floor. There is, directly in front of the door, an enormous splatter of blood all over the floor. It leads in a trail all the way from the door in front of you to a set of stairs just ahead. I need a sanity roll from you.
Yeah. 44 versus 55.
All right.
I don't know if that's... It doesn't say, really.
It's a pass. Remember, roll
Oh.
underneath the amount. It's a success. All right. So, you look in and you see this blood, and it's just there. You're not sure how old it is, how fresh it is, if it's still wet, but you see it in front of you. What would you like to do?
One, definitely... I guess the best thing I can do... God, I don't have gloves. I can't fucking see if it's wet.
Right. Well, you can take your finger and touch it.
That's so gross.
Yeah, it's the 20s. Y'all don't know about disease.
Yeah,
Well,
That's true.
kinda.
That's true. We don't know about that.
or
You-
preserving evidence.
I've touched it and now I'm all... Yeah, okay, I'll wipe
Yeah,
my finger.
like how do you know if
convinced me.
yeah, how do you know that's not just strawberry jam, huh?
Alright, well, I'm not going that far.
But anyways, yes,
But,
what do you
Is
do?
it wet? Is it dry? I'm touching it.
Gotcha.
Swiping.
You touch it and yeah, it's wet. It's mostly congealed, but it has not fully dried yet.
It's still... It's not, like, fresh, but, like, the point is someone has died in the last 24 hours.
Yes, absolutely. And as you look at it, you see something glistening and gleaming in the blood.
Alright. I'm gonna try and see what it is.
Yep, you lean closer, and as you stare at it, you find yourself looking at a trio of golden coins that are pretty decent in size, about 1.5 inches in diameter, so larger than a quarter by quite a bit.
And they're just 3 gold coins right there?
Yep. And you can see from where you're looking, there's an obelisk of some sort on one side of them. The other one is covered in glyphs and runes that you don't recognize, but you don't seem to enjoy looking at them, and you're not sure why.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I'm going to go back outside to the 2 people working. Hey guys, we have a little bit of an issue. It
What's-
seems somebody, well, one, there's 3 gold coins in there, so don't pick it up. We don't know what it does. I know it's just coins, but it looks like someone was trying to do something. Also, someone died. Last 24 hours, it seems somebody was murdered.
Kind of see Owen go wide-eyed and look at her. You sure?
Did you see a body?
No, but there's a large trail of blood leading to the stairs. If anyone wants to explore that with me.
I don't know. It's your job. Go arrest him.
All right. I think we should save the roof repair for later. I'm gonna go help explore and see what all this blood is about.
All right.
Owen very reluctantly goes along.
Owen's the one that's going to either die first or live the longest.
Yeah, look on. Well, hey, if you're scared, just go in the middle of us. Come on, you're not scared, are you?
Go behind Owen and push him between us.
Calm down, you old crank.
Well, put your big boy britches on.
Yeah, be a man.
Oh, you be a private detective.
So you make your way
Columbo.
into the kitchen, and now that you're all here with the lights and everything else, the kitchen itself has some dirty plates and a sauce pot in the sink. There's a table with some chairs, 3 of them specifically, and there are 3 doors. One that you came through, one that leads down to what appears to be a hallway of some sort, and then the other one you aren't really sure what it goes to. It's currently closed. There's a wood stove in the far corner of the room, and there's a kettle on it, and you can see steam coming out of the kettle. One of the chairs that was at the table is busted on the floor. The blood seems to be next to that broken chair now that you're getting a better look at it.
Is there a body next to that broken chair, or is it just
There
a lot of
is
blood?
not. Could I get either a first aid or a medicine check from both Cynthia and John?
Okay.
What checks? Medicine or?
Or first
Medicine
aid,
would be
whichever one you're
first.
better with. All right.
That's really
John,
68 30.
as you're looking at this, Cynthia told you the blood is a little fresh. As you look at it, you begin to realize Cynthia understated that fact. This was within the last hour, at least.
Guys, we have an actual, like, very serious problem right now. This is, like, within the last hour.
Oh,
It is,
yeah, that's a. All right. Well, if anything happens, just stand behind me. I have a gun.
Yeah, you take lead there, cop lady.
Alright, with the, like, blood everywhere, is there, like, a sign for, like, what might have caused the bleeding? Like, a certain kind of, like...
Make me an
blood
intelligence
splatter?
check.
Okay. Intelligence. failure
You're
with
not sure.
77.
You're not really sure. You haven't been to many crime scenes. Usually they come to you, afterwards. They don't tend to send you to the place where the crime occurred. Anyone else is welcome to make one, though.
Mm,
An intelligence check.
Yes.
Hey, 10 versus 75.
Hey.
Extreme success. Let's go.
All right. Yeah. Cynthia, detective that you are, you recognize this blood pattern. Someone got domed with the broken chair. If you had to guess, that's why it's broken.
Yeah, a lot of.
And they left quite a mess, but that's not what's concerning to you. That's actually quite normal. It's the blood itself that's worrying you. Something about it's not right. As you look at the blood, the way it gleams and glistens in the light of your pen light, it's got a consistency to it. It's congealing up as you would expect blood that's been sitting for a while to do. But it's kind of watery. Like, this person, whoever this was, had a lot of blood that was very thin. Almost as if they had just been, like, not dehydrated, but overhydrated to the point where they had far too much water in them.
That's worrying. Alright. Either.
Can you see absolutely nothing there, Taylor? Just
Okay.
Yeah, you just say out loud, man. The chat pops up.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Can you see absolutely
we're-
nothing, or is
no,
it?
we're good. Yeah, no, it was like at the lower half. We're good. I'm just dumb.
Okay, proud of you, buddy.
So either because it's very watery. I don't know what could do that, but I am curious to follow the blood trail that goes up, or through the. It was like up the stairs or through the door, right?
Yep, it's if you're looking at the map, you can see it right here. This is where the blood is. It goes through this door out to a stairwell around the corner.
All right, I'm gonna go over and like open the door and just peek down the stairs with my light. Make sure nothing's standing right there.
Yep. And
Oh,
Owen, you've got
all
your you've got like matches, right?
I
like
do.
Or did you bring the lantern with you?
We'll say we brought the lantern when she's like, there's a problem. So we brought the lantern with us.
Fair enough. All right, so
with
you
that
make your
being-
way out into the hallway, Cynthia. In the hallway, here we go. It's pretty dark, but you have your light, thank God. Here we go. Sorry,
I was
one
gonna
moment.
follow behind her at a fairly safe distance.
As you're looking around in the hallway, Cynthia, you notice that there is a coat hook over by the door north of you, above you. There are 3 coat hooks, and only one of which has anything hanging on it. It has a pair of well-worn oilskins kind of hanging off there. There's a pair of galoshes, like boots, and they are sitting in a tray just beneath the coat hooks. There's a spot for another pair, and there's a pair of indoor shoes beside the tray. There's also a pair of oil lanterns hanging from hooks next to the oilskin. Oilskin, I believe, is like a set of rubbery suspenders. There's also...
Yeah, no, they are.
Yes, there are 3 hooks for the lanterns, but there are only 2 lanterns on those hooks.
Alright. Definitely gonna take a lantern if I can.
Yep, absolutely. As you are
Alright.
walking along, can you make me a spot hidden check?
Yeah. Spot hidden, 70 versus 90. That's a success.
Yeah, as you're walking by, you stop. Something catches your attention. There are holes in the floor, specifically 2 of them, and there's something gleaming and shiny in them. Bullets. There are 2 bullets lodged into the hallway floor.
Alright, noted. I'm going to peek back into the other room and wave the others to come out. It's safe. Right now it's safe, but someone's definitely walking around, and they might have a gun.
Yeah. As
Yeah,
you
well,
guys make your way out into the hallway, you see the golden coins that Cynthia had left on the floor in the blood. Owen, you spot them first.
I sure do.
I
So-
told you not to touch them!
And I got bills to pay.
Fuck. All right. You know what? Your consequences reap
Oh
your
no,
anger.
I'm not making it obvious I'm doing this. Like Owen acts like he's following behind John.
Oh yeah, no, no. I'm saying add a
Yeah.
character. That you're
Yeah,
weak
out of
to
character.
so.
Oh yeah, out of character. This dude is asking to be the first one to die right now.
All right,
Out
but
of
before
character.
we like follow her, John having that feeling earlier is gonna go and make sure the back door is locked real quick.
Yeah, you go to it. There's no lock.
Oh. Well,
You could try to prop a chair against it though if you would like.
I would like to do that.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a luck roll, why don't you?
So,
You prop that chair up against that door. You're pretty sure it's probably sturdy. Probably maybe. You know, you could have done maybe a better job, but it could possibly sit. You are welcome to try and push the roll if you would like.
I I feel like I would like to push the roll.
All right. What are you doing with the chair to maybe try and help brace it?
I'm gonna like look down lower and try and like put it like between like the floorboards to like get it like lodged in there better.
Get it right into the seam of the floorboards.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and make me a roll.
It's like
Yeah,
22
You
hard
get
success.
that baby lodged right in there. You give the door a couple of test tugs, and no, that thing ain't opening.
All right, I think I'm good to go now.
Good job, old man.
Yeah, come on, Owen, let's go.
While he was doing that, that's when I swiped one of the coins.
Just one. Look at someone demonstrating, demonstrating restraint.
You can't take too much. Like you gotta enough to where you can gaslight.
Greed is a sin, so yes.
Greed is a sin. Anyway, that like brought me back.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, out into the hallway. Wadoop boop. You find yourself looking around. This hallway has doors kind of everywhere. There is a door here, here, here. This is the one you just came from right here. And here, and here. The one up north, you're positive goes outside. The one right beside you to the southeast, this one very clearly is the kitchen you just came from. Going straight south, those are the stairs that lead up the stair, up the, oh my god, the lighthouse. Leaving the door here, here, and here uninvestigated.
I'm gonna grab one of those lanterns real quick, so I also have a light source.
Yeah, now we all have a lantern. Noted. Are they all on, or is it just the one we lit that's on?
As you are going to the lantern, Doctor, you notice something. There's a light switch on that side of the wall as you go over.
I'm gonna flick the light switch.
Yeah, the lights come on.
Oh.
How
Wait,
convenient.
what? Maybe fixing the generator was a good thing. Or, well, stopping the water.
Well,
They didn't finish doing that.
We didn't do that.
Oh, I thought you finished. Well,
No.
never mind. Forget what I said.
No, we got cut off a little early.
All the blood and
Yeah, you know, when you
murder.
see death, that kind of happens.
I'm still gonna take the lantern with me just in case, because these lights are going off at some point for sure.
Nah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm keeping a hand on my waterproof matches.
All right. John is eyeballing this room. He would like to go in this room.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll clear it.
All right, you go in there, and you're in what is most assuredly some kind of bunkhouse, if you had to guess. People actually live in this place. Gross.
All right. Well, I don't think they're using them right now, so I'm gonna look through the belongings of everything in this room.
Yeah, so in the bunk room that you're in, here we go. There are 3 very neatly made beds. There's also a large pile of books stacked tidily in one corner. There are 3 large cupboards, and that is all you see right away.
I would like to look at the books.
Yep,
They
as
just
you look,
piled the books?
they sure did. You look at the books, and the books are ba-da-da-dum. Not much of note. As you look at them, they're just storybooks. Storybooks
Alright.
and more or less basic logbooks that, as you kind of paw through them, you realize there's nothing of note in them.
Right. Well, on to one of the wardrobes then.
Yeah. You look around in the cupboards, and you find soap, towels, some fresh bedding, and some extra blankets.
I'm gonna grab 2 of the towels and toss them out to those 2. Guys, y'all should probably get dry.
Oh, thank you.
You got it,
There you go.
Doc.
Yep. As you
Give us
pull the
a
towels
whistle.
out, you've also find there are some fresh shirts in there as well.
Are they Owen-sized shirts?
They're average sized. As you're kind of rummaging around in there, can you make me a spot hidden roll, if you would be so kind, Doctor?
I sure can. These right here with a 43 success.
Nice. As you're going around, you find something of note. Something catches your eye gleaming from one of the mattresses. You go over and you kind of kneel down, and you find that there's a cut in the side of the mattress. You poke around there and you fish out some things. A gold coin, the size of the ones that you saw earlier, same design. 6 bullets, and a pocket-sized notebook.
Right, I'm gonna grab the coin and bullets, and I'll pass the coin to Owen. The bullets to hold on, Cynthia. I remember names, and I'm gonna look through the book.
Yeah, you find written George Cassidy, previous criminal record, involved in smuggling? Question mark. Hang on, there's.
Honorable profession.
Oh wait, they gave me this. Yes, here you go.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
Why don't you go ahead and read that out for us?
George Cassidy, previous criminal record, involved in smuggling. Lights on water, small rowboat. Found a ship parts on North Shore. Found a gold coin on North Shore. Bigger than just bootleg moonshine. What is going on? Smith said saw someone in trees and peering through window. Men on island at night? Croaking noises. Frogs? I like that last word a lot.
Frogs?
Frogs?
Frogs? Question mark?
It's like the Cards Against Humanity card. Bees?
Bees?
Bees.
Bees. But yeah, you
Alright,
find that
so-
notebook as you're, and you read through it as you're standing there.
Interesting. I don't particularly like the someone saw in trees peering through windows. Reading that line, John is like glancing up here. Is this a window?
Yes.
He's glancing over at the window.
Yeah, make me a spot hidden roll.
I'm good at these. 40 success.
Yeah, lightning flashes as the storm begins coming down hard. And you see, as the lightning touches down, the silhouette of something standing only a few feet away from the window. But when the light flashes again, there's nothing there.
Seeing him the first time, John is on his ass. Oh Lord!
What?
Hey guys, there's someone outside.
As soon as he says that, I'm coming in. I have my gun ready.
Well, he's
Oh.
gone now.
Owen stashes the coin in the other pocket.
Well,
Yeah, you look out the window and you don't see anything of note. Just a bad storm.
Check your eyes, old man.
Oh, you hand Owen like that gold coin you found in the closet, right?
I'm gonna slowly get up from the ground.
I'll help you up. You okay?
I
Getting
don't much
injured?
care for this place.
Well, neither do
What do you-
I at this point. You know, as
What do
soon
you
as you see blood.
Oh,
I mean,
by
what
the
do
way,
you
I'm gonna
mean,
pass
lovely
the
vacation spot?
I'm gonna pass the notebook to you guys for y'all to read as well, just so that you'll have the information on hand.
Hmm. Lovely.
Well, I don't think I'm completely crazy, but I'm sure there's no problem.
You mean besides the murder in the other room?
What do you think, Nancy Drew?
That's a compliment. Thank you. I think we should find anything of use. Our goal at this point is just survive. There's clearly a criminal here.
As
Clearly.
I need to
Murder.
take a second. John's gonna like lay down on the bed for a moment.
All
You
right.
doing okay, Pops?
Oh yeah, just dandy.
You forget your medicine at home, old man?
Glancing at my medical bag. What do you think?
As you are talking, you hear a sound of something crash against the window coming from the other side of the hall.
I'll check it.
Owen is immediately looking for a hiding spot.
All right, so we send the
Does it
detective
bug
out.
under the bed? Yeah.
Yep. Detective goes out, and yeah, Cynthia, you hear the sound coming from this room here. Like something is crashing against the window in there.
Gonna take a deep breath and she's gonna see if she can open the door.
Yep, it opens.
Alright, I'm gonna swing it open and gun ready.
Yep, you get there, and you are greeted to the haunting, horrifying visage of a tree branch gently whacking against the window with the storm.
She's gonna
You
gonna
find
put the
yourself
gun
in
back.
what appears to be a study. There is what is unmistakably some sort of artist or painter's table, and there's a writing desk as well, which is pretty neat. But as you look at this place, you notice with the study, there are 3 armchairs in the center of the room. There's a door that leads down into the kitchen, where you've been already. Here we go. And there's the writing desk. Doop-a-doo. It has been knocked over and is laying on the floor. Or no, the chair. Sorry, the chair by the writing desk is knocked over on the floor. The table
Right
itself
point.
is covered in books, repair manuals, a pipe, and some tobacco. There's also a pair of binoculars, a sketchbook, pencils, watercolor paints, and a bunch of other stuff.
Right. 3 neatly made beds, 3 chairs, 3 gold fucking coins. Either a family lives here and they're a bunch of psychopaths, or I'm fucking Goldilocks.
Yeah, as you're looking at the painter's table, you notice that there is a painting that appears to have been finished recently. It's a watercolor paint. It sits on the table next to a neat stack of other paintings. The piece shows a window. A dark shadow with wide eyes leers through the glass pane. The window in the painting is the one next to the artist's desk.
I'm going to look at the window.
Make me a sanity roll.
Oof.
Here.
You will take 1 point of sanity damage, and you jolt a little bit, and when you do, your pen light turns off.
Oh! I'm in the darkness. Dan, my camera. Can I do
Yeah.
like a horror movie thing where you just keep flashing, taking pictures?
Your pen light, so are you trying to get your pen light back up and running?
No, I'm taking out the camera that I have and I'm flashing pictures.
So with your camera, if you try to do that, it's not going to be very helpful. Mostly because the flash on there is kind of weak and pathetic.
Ah, awesome. Alright, pen light it is. Let's go.
Alright. Make me a luck check.
Look, I got this. Yeah, success.
Yeah, you
2, 4,
flip the switch over and over and over and over, and then it ticks back on.
Everything's normal? Nothing's behind me?
Nothing of note has happened.
Awesome. I'm gonna grab the painting, and I'm gonna go to the others.
All right. So yeah, you go ahead and you go back to your friends, and as you do, you guys see Cynthia come running back in with the painting in tow. And when she does, I would like everybody to make me a natural world roll.
Natural world.
I'm great at these.
For a second, I thought I made
I'm
everybody
terrible
lose
at these.
sanity. I'm like, oh god.
Let's
72
go.
Failure.
All right.
Failure.
68
All right.
failure.
Yep.
Hey.
She shows you the painting, and it looks like one of the windows, one of the many windows in this house. But there's a pair of eyes in a silhouette leering through the window, staring at whoever was painting.
Does the
Yeah.
silhouette seem like does it look like the one I saw outside the window?
Make me either an intelligence or a luck check.
Well, I'm a little better at intelligence, a 94 failure.
Not that you can tell, but can you make me a medicine check?
That I can absolutely do. The 54 success.
Yeah, whoever painted this thing is shit at anatomy. Eyes don't go on the sides of your head, stupid.
Oh. Oh,
Oh.
that makes me more uncomfortable.
It's Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
Also,
Oh my
those
gosh, it's
eyes
okay,
are
kid.
very bulbous, and like they're almost bulging outside of the skull of the person.
It's okay, guys. We're super safe. Eyes on the side of your head just means they are a prey rather than a predator. It is a-okay.
Oh,
And
Owen is under the bed.
As you're staring at this, doctor, make me a sanity roll.
All right. 11.
That's a extreme success. Yeah. You immediately recognize, yes, this is identical to the silhouette you saw outside earlier.
Guys, I've definitely seen this.
Maybe Doc is an
Does
office
it look
doctor.
exactly like this?
I'm just gonna like use my hand or like my fingers and like the like the picture frame kind of like 2 L's to like try and match it to the window in
Yeah.
my head. Looks exactly like what I saw.
Interesting. Well, I've noticed a thing. You know, there's 3 beds in the place I got the painting. It was like a study. There's 3 chairs. It's possible that 3 people lived in here. I mean, obviously there's a not yet found dead body, but a dead body in this house somewhere. Probably didn't make it.
More than likely. Yeah, I'm realizing I don't want to be near these windows.
That's
I
fair.
wouldn't either.
There was other stuff in that room as well, Cynthia, that you hadn't had a chance to investigate, like what was up with the writing desk. The writing desk is one of those fancy ones that has the roll-down kind of cover lid, you know what I mean? Like, it's a desk you can unlock and open, and, like, you lift the cover of it to see what's on the counter.
Well, I will.
And there were a bunch of
Look at-
other paintings as well.
Yeah, I will look at John, and I will be like, well, I might need your little crowbar skills, cause
That's
in
Owen's.
that room.
That's Owen.
That's
John
Owen.
is-
I thought it was John. Was it?
John
No.
is looking
Owen?
at his hands like, I don't have a crowbar.
Ma'am, you're referring to
I'm
me.
gonna- I'm gonna put my hand on Owen's shoulder and be like, I need your crowbar skills, in case this desk is locked. You think you can get it open?
You can give it a try, Nancy. Let's go.
First off, it's Cynthia.
Whatever, Nancy Drew.
All right. So I'll take you
Owen's
to the
gonna try
study.
to sneak down the hallway. He doesn't trust that something's not gonna sneak up on him.
Fair.
John
You-
no longer wants to be alone. He's following.
That's fair. You tiptoe your way into the study area. So, yeah. One moment. This PDF is laid out not the best at times. All right.
PDFs.
It's a
God.
PDF
Oh.
file.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no, that's worse.
Not today,
So-
Diddy.
Okay, we're not
Diddy
like
the
that, people
Diddler.
forget.
No. So this
That's
desk
for
right here
monsters.
is the one that's the writer's desk. This is the table with all the paintings on it that Cynthia got the portrait from. I'm gonna get back to you guys real quick, but as you are standing next to the painter's table, John, you can't help but notice a few things.
Okay.
There's a lot of paintings. They're very neatly stacked. And some of them are pretty nice, actually. And as you look through them, you notice that they're much nicer looking than the one Cynthia showed you. These ones look like care and attention was spent making these look right.
Why are they so different in quality? You know, put one of the paintings side by side with the painting she brought in.
Oh yeah, it's night and day. The other one looks like a rush job if you had to guess, like someone was in a hurry. And as you look through, you notice the painting you picked up for comparison. It's a painting of the thicket from outside, that little patch of woodland kind of stuff that was to the south of the lighthouse in the backyard. It features the nearby thicket as the lighthouse, and one or maybe even two other small buildings can be seen in the portrait. In the darkness of the path leading into the thicket is the silhouette of a man. This painting is dated February 14th, 1926. There's also a rough sketch on a sketchbook next to it that you see that has a matching date. When you flip through the sketchbook, there is no rough sketch for the painting that Cynthia showed you.
Right, so this was a rush job. For sure.
And February 14th, 1926, for a bit of reference, that was...
It's a couple months ago.
Yeah, because it's April now.
Mm-hmm.
So you folks that are tinkering with the writer's desk, it's locked up, sure enough. You try to open it, and it will not budge.
All right. So is it like a regular keyhole lock? Is it
Yes.
something I can lockpick?
Yes, it is.
All right. So Owen's gonna kneel down and begin to try and lockpick this.
Oh, actually, my mistake. It is unlocked.
Oh.
My bad.
Owen is still gonna try and lockpick.
That's right. I'm gonna lock it so no one can get in it.
Owen's mere presence unlocked it.
Fuck evidence.
I just used a JoJo stand lockpick.
So you open it, and on the desk, you see a half-empty, still warm mug of coffee and a lot of stationery, envelopes, stamps, bottles of ink, pens, paper. There's also a bunch of invoices sitting on top of the desk. And the words coin keep popping up a lot. Coin, doubloon, token. And these papers, these invoices, are from a pretty wide smattering of various antique stores that are located in Rockport. You recognize them because you have made generous quote-unquote donations to some of these antique stores in exchange for quote-unquote donations of your own. Some of these things range from $2 for a coin all the way to $5 for a coin. And this is in 1926.
Yeah, it's 1920s, buddy.
1 second. I can tell you how much that is.
That's a lot of money.
Yes, because it's the year 1926, so it would be... Here we go. In 1926, that would be $1 was equal to $17. So,
Jesus.
yeah, so $5, that doesn't seem like much because it's really not. But, like, that means people were willing to give them $88 in modern day money for each of these coins. And you found a few of them.
Does it say anything about the obelisk on the other end?
As you're looking at the coins, you're kind of looking these things over, you don't know how much these coins are worth right away. But Owen, if you would like to make me an education roll to see if you can figure out how much these are worth, by all means, please go ahead.
All right, Owen's gonna try to use that high school dropout education and 13 versus a 40 hard success.
All right, please roll the bonus / penalty because you're going to have a bonus dice because you have pawned your fair share of questionably gained items in your lifetime. So you might be able to get a critical success.
All right, what bonus dice? It's been a while. I'm dumb.
In the rolls, if you go to the roll thing on the bottom in the chat, you click bonus / penalty.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
That's a critical success, my dude, because that replaces the 1.
Oh, let's go.
That is a critical success.
I'm intelligent.
Whoever was offering these people like $1 or $2 for these coins was trying to rip them off. These coins are solid gold.
Owen's eyes begin to sparkle a little bit, looking around the room, trying to see if there's any more.
As you are looking at the coins, getting all wide-eyed and excited, Cynthia, you find a letter.
Okay.
It's underneath a coin catalog, and there's actually a few letters underneath it, all from various antique stores, librarians, and universities. And most of the letters begin with the phrase, "Dear Mr. Cassidy," explained with various apologies, explaining that whoever is sending these letters has not been able to determine the origin of the coins that have been described. They are very keen to see an actual sample of the coins, though, so they could see a proper analysis. Could you make me a library use roll, please, Cynthia?
A library use?
Yep.
That's a failure. That's a 90 versus 20.
Yeah, nothing of note catches your eye. As you're looking, you do notice that this writing desk has a pair of drawers.
Alright, I'm gonna start opening drawers and seeing what else I
Yeah.
can find. Maybe a response letter, like one that was like, "We nailed it." No.
Yeah. So you
Anything
open up.
about the obelisk.
So you open up the left one, and you notice as you reach for the handle, there's a key in the lock, and it's snapped in half. Whoever was trying to unlock this thing succeeded, and they busted the key in the process. Inside is a wooden box. And
Wooden box?
yep, inside when you open it, it is lined with green velvet, and it is carved in the shape of a revolver that is absent. There are, however, in the drawer, 6 bullets for your gun.
Oh, lovely. They have the exact type of gun.
It's a very common model. Could you tell everyone what model of gun you have?
Yes, I can. So, I have a 38 revolver. Simple
Yep.
as that.
Very common caliber round for the time period. The drawer on the right, you try to tug it, and it does not open.
Owen.
Oh, and you are
Gotcha,
dragged
let's
from
see.
you are dragged from the thoughts of the gold mine that you have discovered.
A couple questions. One, I need this open. Two, these coins might be more important than we thought. Maybe this is what led to the murder.
Owen pretends to be shocked, like, "Oh, wait, no way."
Went at him. Can you open the drawer?
I can give it a crack or two. He like pops his knuckles and pulls out his lock picking tools and will attempt to pick the lock.
All right.
So
go
are there
ahead.
coins on the desk, real quick?
None that you see.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead
so
and make me a locksmith check.
All right, good old locksmith check. 27 versus an 81.
That is a hard
Success.
success. Yep. Yeah, you pop that baby open. There's a journal in there. And there's a... One second. There's a rough sketch of an obelisk on the journal's cover. The same one that is seen on the coins.
Alright. I will gladly take the journal and look at it.
Alright, so you're going to pop that baby open?
Yep. I
Okay,
just get
well,
flung back 50 feet.
I have a handout for you all.
Woo!
Ooh, homework.
So this is probably this is written in cursive, which I imagine you Zoomers can't read. So if you scroll to
Hey.
the
No.
bottom, it'll have it written in basic print.
Awesome.
Oh, well, like the handwriting's not great to begin with. You call me a Zoomer, sir. How dare you? Anyways,
Who would like to read this aloud for the party?
I guess I can. February 13th, 1926. I found something on one of my walks. A coin! I kept walking and found another, then another. I know it's gold. Found some mechanical parts as well. Looks like it might be from a ship. Must have gone down recently, but I don't recall hearing anything about no wreck of late. Unless it went down in last night's storm when the light was out. I better keep this quiet. Don't want the other two here to get a slice of the action. I'll keep this journal as a means of documenting my findings. This has to be worth a mint. Oh, there's a lot. February 16th, 1926. That coin catalog I bought in Folly Point is useless. One thing I know is that the coins are old. Real old. I've asked if I can stay on for as long as I can until I'm sure there's nothing left there for me to line my pockets. And I have to find a good lead on these coins to go where the money takes me. Maybe I should write to some of my old colleagues to see if they can help. Should probably try some of the fancy antique stores in Rockport while I'm at it. March 10th. The coins are getting hard to find. The two new crew members aren't helping matters. Makes it difficult to search without being noticed. Hope they don't cause me any trouble. Even so, I filled a small purse which I keep on me at all times. April 3rd. I've got a good lead now. I'll be sending one more letter to Innsmouth, then I'm confident I can get off this stinking island for good. I think Michael is watching me. I've bought a gun just in case. April 11th, 1936. Wait, probably meant 1926.
Yeah, typo.
Smith said he will leave the lighthouse tomorrow morning. He says he doesn't care if it voids his contract. He's had enough of this island and everything on it. At least that's one less pair of eyes watching me. Still stuck with that sneak Michael, though. Smith says radio busted again halfway through talking to the bosses. Said he'd fix it before he leaves. Counted my coins just to be sure he didn't lift any off me in my sleep. I've seen Michael peering out the window, spying my daily walks. I'll have to be a bit more careful. April 12th.
So before you
Smith
continue
left-
reading, April 12th, that's today.
Shit.
Oh, those footprints were red. All right, let's go.
Smith left without a word. Me and Michael didn't even see him go. Didn't take his paintings with him, which is a bit odd. Lousy rat didn't even repair the radio before he left. I'll get to it later tonight. Michael has gone to check something outside. Seems paranoid. Think there's more than just tobacco in that pipe of his. At least I get more time to write. No word from... And it ends.
Yep, it just ends right there.
All right. So a couple things gleamed from this. One, I think Michael's 100% the dead person. And two, I think he heard us come in and that is why he stopped writing.
Oh, shit.
Well, we got a crazy person on the island.
Well, they might not be on the island, but
What do you mean? They might not be on the island.
well, I mean, they're definitely on the island, but never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
Shall we?
All right. So yeah, as you look around the room, you investigate a few moments longer, and you don't find anything of note. You're just left with the knowledge that these coins were found. This fellow who was writing sent out a letter to the town of Innsmouth, which I suppose is something. Anyone here can make me an intelligence check real quick to see if they can know anything about the town of Innsmouth if they would like.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
24 hard success.
Hard
14
success.
hard success.
All hard successes.
Yep.
Roll still
Yeah.
eligible.
Out of all of you, Owen is the only one who's been to Innsmouth, but the three of you are all familiar with it. Innsmouth is well, to put it lightly, a shithole. It's a dilapidated city full of dilapidated people. Everyone there looks inbred or gross in some way, shape, or form. There's very little in the way of industry or opportunity in that place. People avoid Innsmouth because it's just not a nice place. In fact, there's a description, the Innsmouth look, for people who are from that area. They tend to be sickly, pale. They all look like they have some sort of disease, and it's hereditary from what you can tell. People tend to avoid them, and they tend to avoid people.
All right, and I relayed this to the group, and
Well,
Alright.
But yeah, when you were in Innsmouth, Owen, you were there because someone needed help fencing a large bit of gold one day. And mostly just jewelry is what it was. You didn't recognize any of it. You didn't know what the make of it was. Probably some weird thing from off the coast of like the Mediterranean or something, but who cares? It fetched a pretty penny, but you were just happy to get the hell out of Innsmouth as fast as possible.
yes, I was.
well, if you two have the chutzpah to follow me down the bloody stairs or up the bloody stairs, would you?
John's gonna do one more glance at the window just in case, and yeah, I'll follow behind.
Yeah, Grandma's naked in the window, but that's nothing. Don't worry about it.
John's eyes widen, looking harder.
Oh,
All
Ooga.
right, Owen. So Owen does two things. He says he will follow along, and you said there were some coins kind of just dotted throughout the room.
In the study,
Alright,
no.
Oh, the study, no, never.
There are, you snatched one of the coins off the floor over here. There are still two left.
All right. If we go back that way, Owen is gonna.
That's where
try
the
to-
stairs are. They're just beneath the staircase.
All right. And then the other thing is Owen is going to follow along, but he's going to keep a distance and try to hop from shadow to shadow, so he's not
Wait.
the first one to get hit.
And there's coins like right by the stairs.
Yeah, you're, whoop. They're these.
I'm gonna take one just because, like, in my head, this is important. This is something.
It's
I'm not
evidence.
stealing it. It's evidence, yeah.
They don't have proper evidence containment procedure in the 1920s.
Yeah, I can go look at this coin as I get my DNA all over it.
Forensics, what's that?
Gold coin.
I guess I'll start heading
All right.
up,
So-
down.
Up. It's a lighthouse, Frost.
I'll go up.
This is
I don't
the-
know. I forget.
This is the tower.
All right, yeah.
So
okay,
at the
let's-
top of this is where the light would be.
You know what? Hey, it's good to see why it's not working. And also because there was blood.
Right. Yeah, and then Owen's going to pocket the last coin and curse under his breath that Nancy Drew got the other one.
All right, so you start making your way up the stairs. Doo-dah, doo-dah. But yeah, you begin making your way up. The stairs are spirals, and they go up and up and up. And as you go, you finally do make your way to the top of this mess of stairs after an uncomfortable amount of walking. And you make it to the lighthouse's service room, which is beneath the lantern room above. There are several boxes stored in here. Rummaging around in them reveals that they're mostly just full of bulbs, replacement bulbs. There's also a workbench and a tool bag. And on the workbench is a log of the various service checks performed, maintenance, inspections, all that.
Does the blood still go up to the other, or does it end here?
As you're going, yeah, the blood does trickle here. And there is a room above you.
Alright, guys. What's the call? Do you guys want to go up?
Quietly, all sneaky like.
I'm gonna.
I can get
look
behind
through
that.
all the- yeah, I'm gonna look through all the logs and the crates and stuff.
Yeah, so you ponder around through there. I gotta relocate you folks real quick. Doot, doot. Bum bum bump. Bump
Wow.
bump bump
Wow.
bump.
It's got a stairwell.
Here we go.
Kind of cramped.
It's like one of the stairwells. Like
Yeah, this is not a big room, to say the least. As you are looking around in here, could you make me a doctor? Could you make me a library use check or a mechanical or electrical repair check? Either or.
I do really good with libraries with a 38 hard success.
Yeah, as you're checking through, you're noticing that these inspections and the work that are done are routine. Like, it'll say, like, the bulb blew, and then they replaced it, but then you check the next date, and it's almost like routine, like clockwork. Like, every so often the bulb will blow after roughly the same amount of time has passed, because it burned out. They replace it. Time goes on. Sometimes there's, like, a circuit that needs a little bit of fixing. Nothing of note. But in February, on the 12th, it's noted that one of the bulbs burnt out very prematurely. Wiring problems caused it, and the log records how there was an electrical short caused by the bulb's failure, coupled with a severe storm which hampered the repairs, meaning the lighthouse was dark for several hours. That was on February 12th.
Okay. There was another thing about February 12th over here.
You can reference that journal. The first entry of notes in the journal is February 13th. That's when whoever was writing started finding the coins.
Okay. So, lighthouse goes out, coins show up. Okay.
Here we go.
Got it.
Here we go. Can you make me an intelligence check?
Sure. 98.
Do
Dear
you
Lord.
share your findings with your friends?
I do.
All right. Can I get intelligence rolls from everyone else?
All right, my turn. 92 failure.
my turn. Hard success 1675.
So, there was a time where the lighthouse was out on the 12th. The 13th, someone starts finding gold, treasure, on the shore of the island. You folks crashed into the wreckage of a boat on the way here.
Oh, wait a minute. We done diddly smacked into the boat that had all the gold. Maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna be off.
No,
base.
yeah, no, you're correct.
That checks out. I think.
I have 50 intelligence. I'm doubting myself.
And
Doubting
as
myself.
you're looking in here, there's a table that has a radio on it, and the radio does not look great. It's not fully busted, but like it's fixable, but it ain't in good shape right now.
Hey, didn't they say like the radio was dead or not working?
Correct. That would appear to be this radio.
Hmm.
And the chair in front of the radio table is knocked over.
Oh.
I'm starting to think, this person planned this all out.
Well, hold on, because the guy writing the journal was mad that the radio wasn't fixed.
Correct.
So, but the other guy, Michael, was also being weird.
That's true. He was watching him on the walk.
Yep, he was watching him on the walk, and he made mention that Michael just was staring out the windows a lot. And the last you heard mention of Michael was today. It was Michael has gone to check on something outside. Seems paranoid.
So either he's upstairs, is technically outside, or he's dead or on the island somewhere.
Well, you can't get
Yes.
up the lighthouse from the outside.
Fair,
Remember,
that's fair.
you climbed up it from inside.
Well, I know, but I mean, like, technically going up to the tippy top is technically outside?
Yeah, but you're pretty sure that's not what that means.
That Michael went out into the woods and has a strong tendency to look through windows.
The stairs do continue to the room above you. You are welcome to poke around at the radio if you wish.
I, Owen, do not have the electronics repair to fix this radio.
That's
Oh,
fair.
you're welcome to try.
All right, we're gonna give it an old kinetic reset. 61 versus a 10, failure.
You try. Would anyone else like to try and tinker around with it?
I'll try. I'm a detective, but not an electrician.
All right. Nada.
No.
Yeah, I guess I'll also give it a try.
We're just
You got
passing
this.
this thing around.
All right, so
Ah!
we have 3 idiots huddled around a radio trying to figure out how to make this thing work. Despite your repeated attempts of whacking it with the crowbar, it does not seem to be operating. Your crowbar must not be Y2K compatible or something.
Nope.
Damn.
It's only Y1K.
As you tinker around with it, you kind of come to the realization you can't fix this. You don't know anything about electronics. You just know that they sell well, Owen.
Yep. I'm here to pawn them, not fix them.
The stairs do continue to a room above you.
Alright, I'm going to try and stealth my way out.
Make me a stealth roll.
Same. I will also try to sneak along with.
You're gonna tiptoe up the stairs.
So anyway, that's a failure.
All right.
So anyways, I
then,
started blasting.
All right, then Owen, 65 versus an 80 success.
All right, Owen, you start tiptoeing up the stairs. You're quiet. You're a ghost. You're so like, all right, careful steps, careful steps. And then behind you, you just hear from the stairs.
It's okay, I'll also be stealthing behind you with a nice 45.
No, you won't. Holy God,
Sorry,
you will
I'm
not.
bad.
You hear Metal Gear Solid 3 music with me and these two.
Fucking
No, you
double
just hear,
thick.
like, the skeleton rattling
Or
behind
sorry,
you.
you're dummy thick.
Yeah, just like
The sound of
step
John
is
Jennings'
clap-
ass cheeks clapping keeps alerting the guards.
Guards.
It's learning the killer.
So Owen, you get to the top of the stairs, being quiet. Your compatriots are not quite as subtle as you, for some reason. It's almost like they're not professional criminals or something.
Right.
Amateurs. So you make
Alright.
your way up, and you are in the lantern room. The lantern room is where the light of the lighthouse actually comes from. And inside, you are greeted by a wet, bloody scene. 2 panes of glass in this room have been broken. Their shattered remains crunch underfoot. Rain blows in through the gaps, making the metal decking beneath you slippery. Adding to the slipperiness is blood from the corpses of 2 men, along with that from 2 bizarre, fish-like creatures, which lie inside the room's narrow confines. You look at them and you're not sure what they are, but they look like the cross between a man and some sort of anglerfish. Large teeth, bulbous noses, bulbous eyes that are located further on the sides of their heads than they should be, with fins and gills.
Out of
Oh,
character. The fish thing was a joke, but shit, I was right.
I thought they were gonna be frogs.
Oh God.
Oh, yuck.
Owen, like, trying to hold back vomit is like just taking a few steps back.
There we go. Let me get
I'll
that
just
nice
take
and big
out
for
my
everyone at
camera.
home. There you go. Y'all enjoy that. To anyone who just tabbed over to their screen while they were doing homework, I'm sorry.
If you're eating, we apologize.
That's not grandma.
That's not grandma at all.
That Grandpa.
That's not Mike or whoever. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna take a picture of this.
One of these dead fish things has its jaws latched onto one of the dead men's neck. Its teeth are buried into its throat. I require a sanity roll from all of you.
No.
All right. Good old sanity roll. Let's see how I
61.
do. 7 versus 70.
You
All
both
right.
pass.
Owen, you are fine. John, you are going to lose 1 point of sanity. You're a little shaken, but you're okay. Cynthia.
I feel like this would freak her out since she's a woman that thinks anything can be explained with science.
All right, you are going to lose 4 points of sanity for that.
Awesome. You're going a little crazy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, nothing immediately damaging to you, but not pleasant. In your moment of startle, you drop your pen light and it taps down the stairs and then bounces down in between them and crashes to the floor at the bottom and shatters.
Great.
Owen turns around. Could you not?
What do you mean? At least you got a goddamn lantern.
Owen, just looking her dead in the eyes, pulls out his box of matches, flicks one.
Yeah, you light up your match. It stays lit for a couple seconds until the rain pouring in snuffs it out.
Shit.
So, would you like to investigate the corpses?
Yes, I'll do it.
I will also do it with my medical knowledge. Not that that's gonna help on fish people.
First, I want to see the one that's biting this dude's neck. Because I want to see who
Fair.
this dude is.
Fair enough, fair enough. All right. So you look at them and you kind of search them over. And you're looking at the fish bodies first, Cynthia?
Yeah, then I'll look at the dead guy.
All right.
I mean, they're all dead, but you know what I mean.
So, yeah, you're looking at it. One of them is wearing a heavy hooded raincoat. Has one of the narrow heads with the weird flaps of skin around the neck and the jowls. And his bulging, watery eyes stare sightlessly in the direction of one of the human corpses. I'm not going to have you roll for this. As you look at him, you can tell this man was shot twice. Well, and this, here we go. One of the fish creatures lies beside this strange dead body. It's funny, the body in the raincoat, it looks like one of the fish people, but wrong. Like, its nose is less mangled. Its eyes are still gross, but they're not quite as inhuman. And its mouth is a little more believably mannish. He looks like he's somewhere between a man and one of these monsters beside it.
Would anybody be opposed to me dissecting both of these corpses and like compare their organs?
I feel like that would take time.
Yeah, probably, but I have all the tools on hand.
Would you like me to finish describing the scene?
Yes, I apologize.
Beside the guy in the raincoat who looks halfway between a mutant and a man, is one of the dead fish creatures. It is missing an eye. It has, from what you can tell immediately, Cynthia and Doc, This thing got shot right through the eye socket. As you look at this thing, you thought it looked like an anglerfish at first, but as you kind of stare at it, you have no idea what this is. They're ugly as all get out, and they're extremely muscular, and they have gills, no less. And then the last corpse, that belonging to the dead man whose throat is in the teeth of one of the fish monsters. Here we go. Sorry, one moment. You can see a bulge in the center of his shirt. And when you poke around on it, there's a heavy purse filled with strange gold coins tied around his neck on a thick leather cord. There's also a revolver in his hand, and it's still warm. The gun and his hand, rather. He has not been dead for very long. Chances are this all happened mere minutes before you guys got to the island.
All right. So, couple things.
The revolver itself, by the way, is empty. The cylinder inside has been spent.
So, couple things. Let's talk about this. One, what the fuck? Two.
What the fuck?
Yeah. They look like fish to you, correct? I'm not the only one seeing it. I'm not losing it.
I assume I also see the fish people.
They do
Yes.
seem very fishy.
Cynthia, can you make me an intelligence or education roll?
Intelligence or education? Alright. That's a failure.
All right, go
Oh, I'm
ahead
really
and
good at these.
give yourself a bonus die. So click the bonus/penalty in the chat. 82. That's still a fail. Okay. You're looking around. All of this is good and dandy, but you're kind of curious. What happened to the light? Like, why is the lighthouse light out? The bulb is shattered. Like, it's just smashed to pieces.
Yeah, I assume a fight up here would break everything.
That's probably the rationale you're going to go with is, in the conflict, the light must have gotten just taken down.
Well, if this just happened minutes before we camped. No.
Well, it'd be a little bit, roughly speaking, based on how old these corpses are, the fact that they're still warm, it wasn't that long ago. You didn't hear any gunshots, though, but you all saw the lighthouse light just kind of die before the boat that you were on crashed before you got sent on the rowboats out here.
Oh, so it happened right before we hit landfall.
Yes.
Which means that the creepy thing Doc saw is still running around.
Probably.
As you are pawing around, something happens. You hear a sound, and it's not a pleasant sound. You hear a wet, gargling howl coming from somewhere on the island, and then several join it. And
Owen, I need the gold coin.
Without even looking, just takes both of them out and gives them to her.
Thank you. I'm going to grab the big purse. I think they want this.
I think they do too.
all right,
I would have to agree.
I would need a listen check from everybody.
Oh, lovely.
I'm really good at this.
I can't hear shit.
24 success.
2, 4. Damn. Extreme success.
All right. 96. Fumble.
Owen doesn't hear anything, ever.
Rain.
Cynthia, John, you hear footsteps down in the cottage of the lighthouse. That hallway that you spent a good bit of time in. You come to the realization the door wasn't closed. You saw that it was cracked open when you first arrived on the island. You never closed it, and now you hear footsteps coming from that direction, slowly approaching the staircase of the lighthouse.
Well, at least they're not coming from the back of the lighthouse.
And then
So
I
they're,
need... Oh, sorry. I also need a luck roll from everybody.
Ah, shit.
11 extreme success.
All right. 48-40 failure.
All right. That's not important. Don't worry about it.
I.
All right. So, you are privy to a sound that is coming. There is something skulking around inside of the building now, down on the ground floor. And if you had to guess, you know where they're headed.
Okay, well, let's look at this. Is there a way to get down safely before they cut here?
Well, when they start coming upstairs, we could find something to either roll down the stairs or block them from coming up, maybe, and wait it out. And
I don't
fight
think
them on the
that's an
stairs.
option.
There were a bunch of crates in the floor below.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
if
good
you would
idea.
like
Wait,
to,
we can-
yeah, if you would like to, you could try to make a choke point.
Yeah, definitely. So we go downstairs.
All right, so you go down to
Start
the
piling boxes. I assume it's like a trap door.
not quite a trap door, but more like just it's a hole that like the staircase just goes up through.
Right.
But yeah, as you are climbing, or as the things are coming up, here we go. 1 second. Here we go. Sorry, 1 moment. All right, sorry. Yeah, as you are getting everything set up, you hear the footsteps. When you start moving crates and shuffling things around, the footsteps speed up, and you see them at the bottom of the stairwell. Creatures that are similar to what you saw running around, or sorry, lying dead in the floor above you. And there's a few of them at the bottom of the stairs.
Do you think they understand English?
Do you want to have a polite conversation with them?
Well, I could give them their gold back. I don't want any part of that.
Quick question on observations. The stairway up, is there just a one handrail, or is there one on both
There
sides?
sure is.
Which one?
It's 1 moment. I believe it would be double-sided, realistically.
Okay.
But yeah, you see them, and when they see you, and like they make kind of like they draw a sight to you, you make eye contact with one of them, Cynthia. And when you do, you see it hiss, and it points its hand at you. And suddenly, something launches from its hand in a blur of motion, goes up past you, and slams into the ceiling above you and embeds itself in it. When you look up, there is a natural-looking dart made of bone sticking out of the ceiling that it just fired at you.
Oh, I'm good. Okay. Can I throw the gold purse thing at it?
If you would like to.
Yeah, take it, have it. I don't want it. I'm not part
Yeah.
of this.
You throw it down. It crashes to the floor and the gold spills out. The creature does not seem to care.
Alright, well, I try to,
Shit.
do this in a polite way. I take
This,
up the-
for those who don't know, this happens, I have found, I think twice now, where Frost has been accosted by an enemy or a monstrous creature, and has tried to make peace with it. Once
That's
in
right.
this
I
campaign,
wanna
and then
kill
once
Yep.
things.
in...
I'm too nice with like otherworldly beings. Anyway, gun.
Anyways, I started blasting. All right, so
Yeah.
you see one of them quite well on the stairs. You can see another one behind it, but it's not super easy to see it. you suspect there are more. What would you like to do, Cynthia?
Well, the first and closest one I see, I'm going to shoot at.
Yep, it is 17 feet away. Are you going to fire how many shots? 1 or 3? If you fire 1, you won't have any penalties. You'll only fire 1 shot. If you fire 3, you will have a penalty die for each shot, but you will be firing 3 shots, so it's up to you.
I don't know how many there are, so I'm gonna go 1 shot. Right
Fair
now.
enough. Go ahead and make your shot. Go to the combat tab. You go to your combat tab.
I'm
She got excited. She jumped the gun.
Haha, I get it.
Eh.
Anyway,
There you go. So we're going to use the roll from the previous one, just because. But so it would have been a 45 out of 70. That will hit your target. At 8 damage, the bullet will slam into the creature. And when it does... One moment. That one busts right through its skull. And I need a sanity check from all 3 of you.
All right.
Oh God.
13 to 69.
22
Nice.
to 70.
All right, you will all lose 1 point of sanity.
Oh no.
But yeah, you managed to land a shot right through this thing's eye socket, and it dies. The one underneath it is going to come rushing up the stairwell, and it crosses that distance fast.
Oh!
Oh shit.
I'm gonna push one of the crates down the stairs.
All right, let's see. What's your dexterity, Doc?
It's a nice 45.
All right, what's your dexterity, Owen?
80.
All right, Owen will be going before you, Doc.
Gotcha.
What would you like to do, Owen?
All right. Oh God. Character would fucking run upstairs and fucking hide.
There's nowhere to hide up there.
There's not. I get to hide out in the open. I'm
Yeah.
gonna help Doc. I'm gonna shove one of these crates down the stairwell.
That's fair. I have there's something we forgot to do with your character sheet, by the way. I'm just gonna put something in there real quick. Don't mind me none.
Uh-oh.
It's nothing crazy. It's just no, I'm borrowing this. Boop. Where is it? Club. There we go. Your crowbar counts as a club for combat purposes, just to bear in mind.
Let's
yeah,
go.
So you're shoving a
Can't
crate
fight
down
me
at
then.
it. You're going full-on Donkey Kong mode.
Yes, we are.
All right. I would like a combined strength check from both of you.
Oh shit.
Okay.
You guys got this.
We're really
Gosh,
good at
Lives
this.
depend on
Sure
it.
shit don't.
94.
Yep. You
51.
shove that thing down the stairs, and as you go for it, and you try to, knock it down the stairwell, it hits the creature in front of you, and it doesn't do anything. And it in fact is going to try and reach over the. Just putting in a frowny face. Is that what we're doing? It's gonna
All of
reach
us right now?
over
Double
and
frowny.
it's gonna reach over and try to take a swipe at you, Owen.
Ah shit.
And that is going to be a 34. That will succeed. You are going to take 4 points of damage as its claws rake across your chest.
Alright. I'm. That's half my health almost.
Yay! All right, Doc. That takes us to your turn.
Well,
Make
You're a dedicated melee character, right?
yep. I'm
I
really
was,
good
I
at
was gonna
this.
say, maybe,
Oh my
maybe
God,
start
you don't have a
character
weapon.
first.
No, I don't.
None of them have a. I'm the only one with a weapon. Dan, we've been over this.
Oh, I have a switchblade. That's the best I got until I had the crowbar.
Even if I went upstairs to get that gun and asked for bullets, I can't shoot for shit. So, um, well, I'm gonna try to push another crate down, I guess.
I was
Alright.
gonna say maybe like search the crates. Maybe has rope. We can get a way to escape now.
Make me a brawl check, I suppose, John.
Okay. I'm a brawler, you know me. The nice 28 success.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Yeah. So make me a strength check real quick then.
Yeah. Strength. Yeah. It's a 39
Strong.
success.
All right.
Let's go.
Yeah, you shove this crate into the creature, and when you do, you manage to line it up in such a way that you don't realize it as you're pushing it. You think you're doing a really good job, like, oh my god, my muscles are finally kicking in. No, the stairs are slippery, gravity has taken purchase, the crate is going down, and it's hitting the creature on the way through. The
My
creature
plan.
the creature tries to brace itself, but its foot slips on the stairs, and it goes tumbling ass overhead down the stairs until it falls over the railing. You don't see it land, it just vanishes into the darkness down at the bottom of the lighthouse, and you hear a wet splat when it falls all 30 feet. No, sorry, that's... God, that's 14, 15, 32, 39 feet to the ground below.
Bye.
Hopefully that's not the last one.
No, you hear more of them coming. A lot of them.
Guys, start checking the boxes. Maybe there's like a rope or something. We can get a way down.
You've already checked them. There's just light bulbs.
Oh,
What are
wait.
y'all's thoughts on dropping one of our lanterns down the stairs to give us a little fire
Cover.
at the bottom?
Wait, you have
Maybe
a
they'll,
match, and you have a lantern filled with oil.
We have 3 lanterns.
We sure
Mhm.
do.
I know we're on top of a lighthouse, and that'll probably kill us too. But fuck them.
Well, on the bright side, everything in the tower of the lighthouse is made of stone and brick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
And it's,
Anyone
and
else
it's
have this
raining.
idea?
I'm gonna motion to Owen to light the lantern for me.
All right. I cover my match this time instead of arrogantly whipping it out. And
Well,
I
you're not in the
Okay.
upstairs is where the rain was. You're fine where you are.
All right, and then light the lanterns.
All right. And you're gonna try and
Get my
who's gonna
lemonade.
try and chuck one down?
I'm just gonna drop it down the center.
All right. Make me a luck roll.
Okay, I'm good at these.
Oh,
20
boy.
hard success.
Yeah, so you drop the lantern and it crashes before it hits the bottom of the stairwell. And when it does, you hear a shrieking hiss
Oh.
as one
Oh.
of them is there and it is on fire, flailing for the sake of its life, trying to put itself out. The other ones don't seem to care. We are going to the top of the initiative turn order. That takes us to Cynthia. What would you like to do?
Could I even shoot from there without getting a penalty? Like, down at these guys?
You will have a penalty die, but the alternative is just standing there letting them come at you.
That's all. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'll shoot down
All right.
at these
Go,
things.
go ahead and make an attack roll. No, that will miss. Can you roll the penalty die for me because you might jam your handgun? 94. Actually, what's the jam rate on the 98? Like, it has the number on the sheet. Like, what's the malfunction?
100.
Okay, so it doesn't jam unless you get 100. Okay, so you just miss. No problem.
I might shoot 2 more times and then just.
You
reload
have to
more.
declare that before you start firing.
Awesome. All right. Well, noted for next time.
Yes. All right, that takes us to their turn. One of them is going to come running up and is going to shoot at you. So take that. It's going to make an attack roll with its needle at you, Cynthia, since you're the one shooting at it. Okay, it did not like that. I clicked the button and it was not fond of what I did.
It's a miss.
Yeah, so I got to roll
I sure hope so. Otherwise, we're just pushing a bunch of crates down the stairs to survive.
There we go. So it fires another one of the needles at you, and it misses pretty terribly.
Thank God.
Another
They
one
are
will
just fish.
Another one will come running up behind it to do the same. That's a 100. That one will hit the one in front of it right in the back.
Fantastic.
No! Friendly fire.
Friendly fire is enabled. One second. What's the damage on these things? For some reason, this module is not laid out the best, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. So... Oh, good. Okay, so it takes that dart right to the ass while the one behind it is trying to line up a shot on you. And
Hopefully they start fighting.
So what happens is it hits it in the back, and you see it get this very confused look on its face. It turns and it looks at the one that just shot it, and you see it suddenly begin to spasm, and then it begins vomiting profusely, and it hugs its stomach as it does, and you see the vomit turn red as it keeps throwing up until it just slumps and falls over the railing down to the floor below, motionless.
Oh my God, he fucking killed it.
Let's go, Cynthia.
You get the immediate idea, don't get those darts in you.
Wait a minute.
Well, the next one's going to come running up, and it's going to try the same thing, because, hey, we don't learn our lesson in this household. No. It takes a shot at you, and it misses, Cynthia. That takes us to... I believe that takes us to Owen's turn.
Owen, okay. Is there... So we've already shoved one crate down the stairs.
There's a bunch here.
Oh, there's a bunch.
There's also a bunch of light bulbs, like big lighthouse bulbs that are made of glass and heavy.
Start chucking a light bulb, because one idea is to take one of the crates, light it on fire, and throw it, shove it down the stairwell.
It could get lodged in the stairs on the way down.
That's the other thing.
So I will allow this, but you would have to make a luck roll if you decide to do that. Just fair warning.
We will wait for them to get closer if that becomes a problem. I am gonna try and chuck a light. I'm casting a light bulb.
All right, you cast light bulb. Make me just a throw check. This is an improvised weapon.
All right, that's under combat, right?
It's in your regular skills.
Regular skills. Oh God! All right, it's not gonna go well. 62 versus a 20.
Someone didn't play pass with their dad when they were a kid.
No, I'm too busy stealing his car keys.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah, you throw a light bulb, it just hits the ground and shatters. Doc, what would you like to do?
How big are these needles, by the way?
Yeah, I'm glad someone else had the idea.
They're the size of a nail. Like a standard, carpenter nail.
Oh, okay. Damn. I'm gonna be able to use it, but I'm gonna run upstairs and see about grabbing that gun that was laying on the floor.
Yeah, you run upstairs. It's pretty close by. You grab it. You don't have any ammo for it.
Nope, but I know someone who does.
Actually, wait, no. You do have ammo. You found it in the mattress, didn't you?
But I gave it to Cynthia because I didn't have a gun.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you'll come back down. I'll say that you can spend your turn getting the ammo and loading your gun, but that'll be the end of your turn.
Can I have a couple bullets?
You can always borrow a couple bullets. More help, the better.
There you go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go into your sheet real quick there, Neko. One moment, and I'm going to give you a gun.
Just fair warning, I don't know how much help this would be considered, given that I don't shoot guns, but,
Don't
see.
shoot me in the back of the head.
We'll see.
Don't do
All
what
right.
they did.
That takes us to their turn. Seeing that they're not having much luck trying to hit you, they're going to come running up. Owen, this one is going to lunge at you.
shit.
Would you like to try and dodge out of the way, or would you like to try and fight back? If you fight back and you get a successful brawl skill that is of greater success than his brawl check, then you will not take damage and you will in fact counterattack. Or you can try and dodge.
All right. Where's brawl skill? That's under combat. It's
Do normal
25.
skills.
No normal skills.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fighting.
Well, you'd have to pick, like, if you're fighting back, what weapon you'd be using for it, like your fists or your crowbar. Or your knife. I'm guessing your dodge skill's probably higher than your brawl skill.
Oh yeah, it's my dodge skill is 60.
Ah.
Oh dear.
I'm bobbing and weaving, so go for the dodge.
All right, make me a dodge roll.
All right, dodge roll 16 versus 60.
Oh,
Mm.
I think he won.
God damn it.
You're gonna take 7 damage, my good man.
What happens when I hit 0?
What's your max HP?
It's 11.
Okay, so you're going to suffer a major wound, and you're gonna go unconscious.
All right, Doc, you help him. I got this.
Yep, Cynthia, that takes us to your turn. How many shots would you like
I'm
to
gonna
fire your
fucking
gun?
3 shots at these
All
guys.
right, you will not have a penalty die because you are point blank range. Go ahead and make your shots. So start with do one at a time. Don't just your combat stats there, Frost.
I did it again.
There you go. All right, so you hit the first one. He's not dead, but he is injured.
Oh well, let's finish that off. Oh my god.
That one does
40
it.
versus 70.
And then the next one.
50 out of 70. I
Oh,
hit all
yep.
those shots.
Yep. The one on the ground floor is still flailing and burning. Owen, I'm sorry to do this to you, bud. I need a Constitution check from you.
Constitution. All right. Oh, and this doesn't make sense. Okay. Constitution check. 11 versus 75.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
I wake up. That didn't hurt one damn.
Yeah, you're unconscious. You're still out cold. That's good, because if you failed that, you'd be dead. But you're alive. Everything just hurts a lot, and you might wake up because you got a extreme success. So 1 second. Sorry, just
Are we
pulling
still
things up.
technically in combat?
Yes.
Alright, just wanted to make
So
sure.
1 moment. The rulebook is thick.
Yeah.
How many
Almost.
C's?
It's Cynthia. Yeah.
All right. So, because you got an extreme success, I'm going to go ahead and there's no rules for this, but I'm going to rule that you won't have to make a con check next turn. You're still unconscious. That takes us
Alright.
to Doc. You need
Well-
to administer first aid to stabilize this man.
Yes, I do. That is a first aid check, yes.
Yes, and you'll have a bonus die for this because you have your doctor's bag with you.
Yay.
15, that's an extreme success.
Yeah, it is.
So that's pretty handy.
Thank you, bonus die.
Here we go. All right, so yeah, you stabilize him. Nice. So
You seem very
extreme
quickly going in
success.
and out of his doctor's bag, just sewing up wounds.
Yes.
Get the funny butt shot.
All right. Cool. So you're stabilized. Da 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 da. All right. So yeah, you're still unconscious, but you have an hour of time basically that you won't have to make any rolls for stabilization. You do have a hit point that you gain, Taylor.
Ooh, I got 1 hit point.
1 hit point. All right. You hear a couple more howls, and it appears to be only a couple more as you see the burning corpse of the creature that is at the bottom of the stairs. It's not flailing anymore. It's still burning, but it's not struggling anymore. It's just laying there. And 2 more of them come up. They spot the one that's been roasted to death. They look up and they see you guys. And they all will point their hands at you, Cynthia. And they're going to try and hit you with the darts.
What? They don't like me, man.
Nope, that one will miss. Nope, that one will miss.
Oh, thank God. How
And
big
then-
are those darts that they're firing at me, by the way?
Like a nail.
Yeah, as I said, a nail.
Oh, awesome. All right.
Yeah. So, and then they come sprinting up the stairs. Cynthia, it is your go. You have fired 5 rounds. You have 1 bullet left in your gun.
What's the 3 extra we got?
Left in your gun.
Oh, left in my... What's with me today?
I have no idea.
That's the true horror story.
It's a true horror story. I'm being forgetful. Alright. I'm gonna shoot it.
All right, you're point
And I'm
blank
gonna
range,
shoot
so
it.
you'll have a bonus die for this
Yeah.
in the combat tab.
I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm doing it.
All right, roll
I'm
the
not
bonus
doing
die.
it, but I did it.
36, that's a hit. However, that one seems to glance off of its body.
Oh.
That takes us to Owen's turn, but Owen is eepy.
He's
Um,
actually faking. He's asleep.
All right, Doc, it's your turn. You've got a gun with 6 bullets in it. You can fire
Oh,
1
right.
or 3 shots this turn.
1 or 3? Can I not do 2?
I mean, you could, but that'd be odd.
Okay, I'm gonna
That's
do 3
even.
shots.
All right, so make me in your combat tab a roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
An
Yep.
extreme success. Oh dear lord.
That's some Clyde numbers right there.
Yep. You see Cynthia's bullet hit the thing and just kind of bounce off of its skull, and you're like, I see the problem. You have to shoot it harder, and then you just blow its brains out through its eye socket for 14 damage.
I got 2 more bullets where that came from. These ones
I
might not
see
be as
the
good.
issue.
All right, and then you have the other creature. So make your shots.
That's a
Nope, that misses.
failure of a 90. And a failure
That
of a
one misses.
58.
All right, that takes us to the creature's turn. The creature is going to come racing up the stairs, and it's going to lunge at you, Doc, because it perceives you as the threat right now
Okay.
for reasons. Okay. I should have asked if you were going to fight back or dodge. What would you have probably chosen? Be honest.
Dodge.
Yeah, so you don't got to roll. It just misses. Okay, that takes us to Cynthia. You have an empty gun.
I want to take one of the needles and stab it into it.
All right, make me a brawl check.
Alright.
All right, and it's already made its
Okay.
attack, so it is gonna try and dodge. You got a hard success though, so it will fail that. It owes you a con check. However, a normal success is not enough. You jam that dart right in its throat, and it howls and stumbles backwards, clutching at its neck, and you see its throat begin to swell and swell and increase in size until it starts grabbing at its neck, flailing, and it falls over the staircase as its esophagus just closes up. Its windpipe is shut, and it just crashes to the ground beneath, flailing as it slowly suffocates.
Oh my god. Thank you.
And
Whatever higher power there is.
So you hear more of them coming, but as they do, you see a glimmer of the sun begin to shine down onto the island. The ones that are arriving stop, look up at you, look outside, and then they just turn and they just bail. They start running out of the building outside.
I'm
I
gonna
take it they
reload
don't
just
like the
in
sun.
case.
I'm gonna turn to Owen and do like the little like cheek slap thing, like, hey, wake up.
Yeah, make me a medicine check there, Doc.
My medicine is just saying, hey, wake up.
My hands are healing.
The 53 success.
All right. Sorry, 1 second. And you are permanently stabilized. Owen, you wake up. You have 2 hit points now.
Good morning, sunshine.
Why do I
Hey,
hurt?
glad to see you're not dead.
Well, since I didn't have proper anesthesia, so you're definitely gonna hurt for a little bit.
Why does hell look so weird?
This isn't hell, alright? First off, I'm a fucking angel. Second of all, get up.
I mean, you see those things? It felt pretty hellish to me.
Yeah,
Owen just forces himself to his feet.
you able to walk?
Just gives it like a thumbs up and vomits.
How would y'all feel about getting off this island?
I would feel
Great.
amazing about that.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be here anymore.
So as the sun begins to shine down and the clouds begin to part, you realize you can now leave the island. The storm has calmed down along with the rapids. Off in the distance, you can see the boat that you guys originally came from, just still stuck. But you see another boat coming. Not as big as the one you were on, but decent size enough. And you realize once it's done there, it's probably going to make a beeline for you guys. And
Yeah.
you're kind of stuck with a decision to make. Are you going to tell them, your rescuers, about what you found and what you saw here today?
At the risk of being sent to an insane asylum, I think I'm
I
good.
have a camera. What do you mean? I could just take pictures.
That is very true.
I'm
Alright.
gonna do that.
You are or not.
I am. I'm going to take pictures of these things.
All right. Are you going to? Well, the bag of gold is down at the bottom of the stairs still, isn't it?
Owen's already sneaking away to go grab it, and he's not
Bag
gonna
of
say
gold.
shit.
For
This
that,
fact
Cynthia
would
wants
also be
nothing
great.
to do with that. She's not
That's
touching
fair.
that.
That's fair. All right.
But I will say, if I take a picture and I check it, like
Alright.
the old photos, would they be there or would they be gone in the photos?
What do you mean?
Like if I took a picture of these things.
Why
Is
would they not show up in the photos?
I don't know. They're fucking magical beast things.
Yeah, they're not vampires.
I'm just asking.
Or are
my-
they?
To be
Oh my
fair,
God, they're vampires. I'm
to be
attracted.
fair, you wouldn't actually know because you can't develop the photos here.
Ah, shit. Alright, well, I definitely would keep my mouth shut, though. But I
Yeah.
would still take the photos, get them.
All right. So
That later.
the boat arrives. You guys are escorted off of the island. The bodies of the creatures are discovered naturally, along with what happened here. Luckily, you're not suspected for the deaths of any of the people here after people saw what these creatures were. You are escorted back to the mainland, and you are taken in for questioning. They ask a lot of odd questions. Mainly, you can tell the police are just kind of flabbergasted by what's been seen. And as time goes on, you're eventually released because they can't charge you with anything. They can't really seem to glean much info from you because you don't know much more than they do. And you're eventually let go. Doc, what would Doc do once he got back to Rockport?
I feel like he would take a trip to a much sunnier place, have a little vacation to himself, and try and forget all that just happened.
Fair enough. Would he just evade thinking or talking about it forever?
More than likely, he'd be a temporary mute, probably.
Fair. Owen, this one matters a lot. What would you do with those coins?
Owen would immediately pawn them off to get the money.
All right. Yeah, you sell them off. A couple weeks later, you hear about a breaking and entering at the pawn shop that you sold them at. The owner of the pawn shop was not found, but blood was found at the scene. There was a struggle, and it was clear someone had been dragged out of the window.
Not my monkey, not my circus.
And
Everyone's like, I don't
Cynthia,
fuck with that.
once you develop
Yeah.
these photos and you see what's on them, what would you do?
Well, if it's definitely the fish people, I would go. Her goal was to prove to her brother she could just be as much as a cop as he is. So she'd tell him everything. She'd show him everything. She'd be like, "Look what I did. I'm so happy." I mean, I wasn't happy in the moment.
All right. Yeah. Your brother sees the pictures, and I'm going to roll some dice real quick. Okay. He looks at them, he hears about what happened in the paper and what went down, and sure enough, he decides that maybe it's time that they start getting you involved in the actual police force instead of just having you be a liaison or a consult that they talk to from time to time. And eventually,
Yeah.
Cynthia, after a few years, you would become Rockport's first proud female officer.
Let's go.
First and only.
Oh, shit.
It is the 20s, after all. You're an honorary penis haver. Good job.
Yeah.
Yippee!
Woo!
Honorary only, though. Don't get any ideas.
I don't know how much of an honor it is, to be honest, but
I got a dinner
who are you?
with
It's a
my
strap.
brother. He's like, "Don't get too excited." All right.
It's
Yeah,
a strap on.
Woman.
Calm down.
that's right. You have to stuff your pants everywhere you go just to make sure people remember. That's your badge. All right, but that is the Lightless Beacon, guys. Thank you very much for sticking around through this. Owen, I am actually kind of surprised you're alive. I'm not going to lie.
Right?
I thought you were gonna die.
I was
Like,
almost
oh.
positive you were going to die. Like, when you got hit, I was like, oh, yeah, he's fucked.
Yep. I'm gone. Bye. Nope.
GG.
I'm a cockroach. Owen is a
Good.
cockroach.
It's a good
That's
thing I'm a
all,
doctor.
folks. Oh, God. Well, thank you, everyone, for tuning in and watching. I'd like to take a minute and give a huge special thanks to my lovely players, Neko, Taylor, and Frost. You guys did fantastic. Knocking off the cobwebs from tabletop RPGs we haven't gotten to play in God knows how long.
I miss this.
It's been 800
I
years.
won't lie. I would love to do Call of Cthulhu again. I love how intense it is because it's like, if something hits you, that's it. You're dead.
Oh, plus, the rules are just simple. Like, for
Yeah.
just doing stuff. It's like, roll a number. Did you get that or lower? You did it.
Like in
Congrats.
D&D, you build up, you get powerful. In this, it's like you are human. Good luck.
I'm fragile.
So something we should have been doing along the way is we should have been having you guys keep track of what skills you successfully used. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through real quick. I'm going to wind back the clock. And we are going to have you fine folks make some improvement rolls. So, how this works. One moment. Where is it? Sleight of hand, sleight of hand. Alright. John, would you like to make me an improvement check for Spot Hidden? That's when you make a skill check with Spot Hidden, and if you fail, increase that skill by D10.
Okay.
Nope, you get nothing.
is
Cynthia,
stupid.
would you like to make me an improvement check for Spot Hidden?
Of course.
All right, this is gonna be a hard one because you've got like what, a 90. You have to. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Roll a. All right, roll a D10.
Oh my God, 100.
All right,
Why
a
at
100 is
100?
still an 100 still an auto fail, but that means unless you get a crit fail, go ahead and change Cynthia's Spot Hidden to 99.
100.
Damn. All right. He sees all.
One moment. Well, you guys failed a lot of tests. Holy crap.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
suck.
The ones I succeeded a lot, well, yeah, were gun.
All right. Doc, go ahead and make me a medicine improvement check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
Nope.
figured. Cynthia already did that. Spot hidden already done.
What about stealth? Or
I'm going down through the rolls that everyone made.
oh, fair.
Owen, go ahead and make me a locksmith check.
All right. I gotta not beat an 81. Locksmith.
Damn.
I succeed.
I need a library use from you, John.
Ah. I failed.
Ah, a D10, please. Hey, 82, not bad. A stealth, Owen.
All right. Sneaky boy.
Oh,
Hey!
that's a D10.
All right. D-tone.
1. Nailed it. Can I get
Perfect.
listen checks from John and Cynthia?
Let's do...
Ah.
Oh, damn.
Ah. Can I get a handgun check from you, Cynthia?
Sure. Normal or combat?
Normal. Go ahead and
Let's
increase your
go.
handgun by D10.
Oh god, what's happening? There we go.
Drugs.
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 I don't know why it's like bonuses, but there we go. 1.
1.
Alright.
All of that for a 1. All right.
I'm sorry.
John, I need a brawl check from you because you passed one.
I did.
Hey.
I failed. The 7. Yeah.
Hey. Ooh. Oh, wow. John has a decent brawl skill. Holy crap.
I'm brawling
Yeah.
now.
Let's see.
This is fighting my patience.
Owen, can I get a dodge check from you?
Let's go. All right, dude. Fail. Then the ditching.
4. Hey, that's not bad. And then I think that takes us down to the last one. John, handgun.
Yippee!
Yeah.
All right. Oh, hey, that's not
I'm
bad.
a-
And
I'm
I
a
was
good
wrong. There is one
handgun.
more. Cynthia had a successful brawl check with her needle.
Oh yeah, I stabbed somebody.
Yeah, you have a terrible brawl skill, so hopefully you make this one. Well, you fail this one. Ah, big sad.
Wow. Game said no.
Sad. Stick to your
I
guns.
was really
nerd.
happy I made that brawl check too. What a good way to kill that thing.
All right. So we may end up using these investigators again,
Let's go.
but
Yeah.
I'm excited.
that's a story for another night. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. I'm gonna have an edited version of this on the channel, probably in the near future. So thank you very much, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. We will see you all for another round at the Chaotic Tavern.
Bye-bye.